Thousands of years ago, humans built amazing cities in some incredible locations. Why did they choose to build there? How did they manage to build such large structures so long ago? And what can these ancient cities tell us about the world we live in today? Join me as we explore the deep archive. Deep below the Black Sea, an international team of marine archaeologists made a discovery that shocked the world. They discovered an entire city frozen in time, 2,400 feet beneath the waves. But this wasn't just any old city. It was the first known metropolis ever built by man. The only thing older would be the ruins of Atlat-Yam, an ancient city submerged off the coast of Tel Aviv. But this new discovery was shocking for another reason. It turns out that the civilization that built it was much older than historians had previously believed possible. It all started when scientists were mapping the seafloor around the Crimean Peninsula. Using sonar, they detected something unusual, a large geometric shape, more than 3 miles across. This shape appeared to have been created by human hands. As they explored further, they realized it was the remains of a massive city, complete with streets, houses, and even public buildings. Some of these buildings looked like temples, while others appeared to be storage facilities or workshops. There were even signs of an ancient harbor where ships would have docked thousands of years ago. What was most surprising was how well preserved it all was, considering its age. Everything was still clearly visible on the seabed, despite being covered in layers of sand and sediment for centuries, if not millennia. But here's the biggest shock of all. After analyzing artifacts found throughout the site, such as pottery shards and tools, experts estimated that this city was established between 6,000 and 8,000 years ago during the Neolithic period. That means whoever built this place did so before writing was invented, or even bronze tools were widely used, which challenges everything we thought we knew about early human settlements. How could our primitive ancestors have constructed such a complex structure without advanced technology or knowledge? Was this a lost civilization that predated even the oldest ones we know about? Unfortunately, at this point, we don't have all the answers, because excavations are still ongoing. But what we do know is that this discovery has given us a unique window into the distant past. In Greece, similar discoveries have been made off the coast of the island of Antikythera. But the real treasure trove lies much deeper, over 2,000 feet beneath the surface. This is where the legendary sunken city of Heraklion awaits. Archaeologists believe this was one of the most important ports in the ancient Mediterranean world. During its heyday, around 300 BC, traders from all over would bring their goods here to be exchanged and sold. It was also a major hub for Egyptian culture and trade during the Ptolemaic dynasty, when Alexander the Great's general Ptolemy I ruled Egypt after the latter's death. This made it a critical part of connecting Europe with Africa and Asia through commerce. Unfortunately, earthquakes caused by tectonic plate movement led to the city's downfall sometime in the 1st century AD, causing it to sink into the sea, where it remained hidden until now. Using modern technology such as side scans, sonar, and unmanned submersibles equipped with cameras, researchers were able to map out large parts of the submerged ruins. They found streets lined with shops and houses, as well as remnants of public buildings like temples and administrative offices. They also uncovered evidence of shipwrecks scattered around the harbor, suggesting that maritime trade never really stopped here, even after it fell into disuse as a port city. These findings provide invaluable insight into daily life in the ancient world, showing us how bustling metropolises functioned back then. They also highlight the destructive power of nature and remind us that even great civilizations are unimmune to disaster. Across the ocean in Japan, another underwater city has been discovered in Okinawa. This one, however, is much newer and potentially far more important. The sunken ruins of Shuryo Castle were found using laser scanning technology, which allowed scientists to create detailed 3D models of the structures without having to physically disturb them. What makes this discovery so remarkable is that Shuryo Castle was once the seat of power for the Ryukyu Kingdom during the 14th through 17th centuries. It played an essential role in trade between China, Korea, and Southeast Asia, controlling valuable shipping routes and making immense wealth in the process. The kingdom became so prosperous that at its peak, it boasted over 500 junks sailing its seas every year, carrying precious goods like silk, silver, and gold. But just as suddenly as it rose to prominence, the Ryukyu kingdom collapsed due to internal power struggles and outside interference from neighboring Chinese and Japanese domains who coveted their wealth and influence. Over time, it was completely forgotten until now. These recent findings show how advanced these ancient people were, capable of creating grand palaces and governing effectively over vast distances of open water. They also illustrate how fragile such societies are, how quickly everything can be lost and buried beneath the waves. By studying these lost cities, we learn not only about past cultures, but also gain perspective on our own times and the challenges facing modern coastal communities worldwide. This brings us to perhaps the most remarkable deep archive of all, a literal treasure trove lying dormant for thousands of years: the Black Sea. In many ways, this body of water is like a vast museum of history. The unique conditions within the Black Sea have allowed countless artifacts from different eras to be preserved almost perfectly, providing an unparalleled glimpse into human civilization over the millennia. Here's how it works. The Black Sea's waters are naturally anoxic or devoid of oxygen, meaning most organic matter like wood and cloth simply decomposes very slowly, or not at all. Combined with the cold temperature and high salinity, it creates an ideal environment for preserving objects that would normally decay quickly in other environments. As a result, we can find items from various periods strewn across the seabed, from ancient Greek pottery and Roman coins to medieval anchors and more recent debris from Russian battleships sunk during World War II. But perhaps the most fascinating aspect of exploring the Black Sea's depths is uncovering lost cities. Entire settlements from different historical periods have been found here. For example, the well-known city of Heracleion, once a major Egyptian trading hub, now rests over 100 feet beneath the waves inside the Black Sea. Excavations have uncovered remnants of temples, streets, and even a lighthouse from this once great metropolis. Exploring these submerged sites allows us to piece together daily life in antiquity. We can examine buildings and structures to better understand architectural techniques and urban planning. Artifacts like pottery, tools, and coins provide insights into daily activities and exchange networks. Even traces of vegetation and animal bones reveal aspects of diet and the environment at the time. Each discovery sheds light on a different facet of life in ancient civilizations. However, perhaps the greatest value of studying these deep archives lies in the lessons they offer for today. As we continue to grapple with issues like climate change and rising sea levels, understanding past civilizations and their interactions with the natural world becomes increasingly vital. By examining how ancient societies thrived and ultimately declined, we can better chart a course forward for ourselves. Many deep archives are still waiting to be discovered, hiding beneath the waves. Who knows what treasures of history await us in unexplored corners of the ocean? Perhaps entire lost civilizations will be found, rewriting our understanding of the past. Maybe we'll uncover artifacts that shed light on mysterious eras shrouded in mystery. Till then, the deep archive remains an enticing frontier for exploration, promising to unlock secrets that will captivate generations to come. What are your thoughts on these incredible discoveries? Other mysteries do you think lie hidden beneath the waves? Share your ideas below. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already.